Hey, today we're going to be talking about the top data questions that CDA received on our client calls in 2022. So, as part of our year end review, we went through all of our Zoom calls in 2022, about 200 calls, and kind of wrote down all the questions we were asked. And then we pulled the top three questions that were related to data. So these questions are not in any order, but the first question we have up on our board is what is the best approach to refreshing data? Obviously, reporting is only as good as how refreshed the data is. So the short answer is, if we're looking at a Tableau lens, is using Tableau extracts, even live connects and connections in some instances, is going to be the best way for most people to kind of keep their data fresh, right? So if you're relying on Tableau to do this, it has nice features, it's easy to use. You can schedule those extract refreshes for whatever interval you want, 15 minutes, every 15 minutes up to, maybe you only do it quarterly or monthly or whatever kind of that refresh cycle is. So that's going to be the easiest way for most people to keep their data fresh. The longer kind of answer and conversation is, if you have a lot of data sources and you're doing a lot of manipulations on that data, you probably should be using some sort of data warehouse and using ETL processes in the background. So that kind of takes it out of what Tableau is doing, in general, and kind of putting that into some kind of server environment to run all that data work. You would still end up connecting Tableau to that data warehouse and doing the refreshes and whatnot, but that server is going to be doing kind of all that heavy lifting work, instead of relying on the Tableau workbook to do it. So that's kind of a longer, more complicated answer, but it is kind of best case scenario if you have that in place. So the second question that we received the most was, what data sources do we normally work with? Obviously, we are more of a marketing analytics focus. So the main data sources we work with are, going to be your Google Analytics, MailChimp, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Facebook, just regular kind of organic content, LinkedIn ads, and even Google Sheets and Excel. We still work with on a couple clients based on how they're implementing their data. Maybe they're doing their benchmarking in those Google Sheets and Excel. So then that's how we're incorporating it into the system. So the third question that we received the most is, how do you handle data privacy? There's a lot of angles to kind of go about this, but the main answer we're going to give is, if we're using our best case scenario, putting the data into a data warehouse, using that ETL work and whatnot, that's going to allow us to have controlled access on that data. It's going to allow us to make sure that proper security protocols are put into place, and more. This is another reason why you shouldn't really be managing your data in something like an Excel sheet that you pass around, or even Google Sheets. That's data floating out into the ether that you might not be able to have the tightest controls on. So definitely that database is going to kind of help out with that.